So we just got this back after 25 years of being away from the family, and when we told it was all restored, obviously now she's a little rough, and sat in the field for 20 years at this farmer's house. Now it's home, and we have to go through the whole thing and redo everything else. The seats that we had recovered are still in there. Surprisingly, the mice didn't eat them, considering it smells like diapers and bad decisions in here. Yeah, there's a fair amount of work to do to it, and I'll keep everyone posted as we go along. All right, thanks, guys. We've got this left on bolt, just sprayed nuts lube on it, and this cover, one bolt over there. Don't mind the garbage in the back of this truck. It's been sitting for a while storing parts. And this one here, there's one more at the very front that you can't see. It's underneath the box. I'll just bring the camera in there and show you guys. And then we've got to get this cab off so that we can repair these rotted floors and build a new floor brace. As you can see, that's pretty disgusting there. Yeah. All right. Hang on a bit and I'll go into the truck. All right, so washed the engine down. I had covered up the carb during this event. The motor's still good. I am going to pull it out and have it refreshed at a local shop in town. But I wanted to get all the oil and grease off. It seems to maintain oil pressure at 60 psi when idling. It's not burning smoke. There's no ticking, knocking, any funny sounds, even after having sat in the field for over 20 years. Yeah, so unfortunately this is a full restoration. Initially when we got it, it didn't look too bad in the winter, and then we got it home, and then I started pulling the floor up. Well, I pulled the carpet out and the floor came with it, along with a bunch of spray foam. The frame's in good shape. It just needs to be ground down, rust treated, cleaned up. But the cab mounts, I mean, I could buy new ones, but that means going in behind there and trying to get those stupid bolts out. So I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna do the right thing and fix them and weld them up. I do have a new spring hanger coming for that section there. And when that arrives, we'll deal with that at the time. But my first priority is gonna be to get this cab floor finished so that I can repaired properly, and then set it down so I can do the cab corner or the rocker panels, and then I'll move through the frame, do the brake lines. I have most of that stuff I bought through Classic to Current and BJ's Off-Road. It's quicker to get the parts from the States than to buy in Canada, it seems. Pretty much everything on here is going to be rebuilt or replaced. Transmission's fine, but obviously it's going to need a new clutch. Transfer case and all that works. It's going to be all gone through. I'm not going to run the old Army bias plies after it's all fixed. We're probably going to run something else on these wheels. All right, I'll start on the floor after this all dries up, and we'll come back tomorrow. All right, so the Gladiator now has a floor again. Boy, what a lot of work that was. To let the paint dry, and let's see if I missed any spots and touch her up in the morning. All right, thanks. All right, so transmission's in. We get just hooked up over there. Starter's back in. Plates on in the front. Dry shafts are in. I got hooked up the front and completely tomorrow. I had to take out the cross member because I needed to put that piece in. However, I'm ordering another cross member because it had some stress cracks in it previously from previous people, and I'd rather not take a chance. All right, so new clutch fans on finally. I haven't put the new cap and rotor on yet, but I will be. Alternators bolted in. Heater hoses are on. Yeah, and I put the carb back on. That carb's going to be changed as soon as I get the new one. Then I got to remember the second fuel line goes on a filter. I'll look it up in the manual. Tomorrow, shocks. I got the nut off that one. I tried to do the bottom one, but I think I strained my face. So I'm gonna go cool off from the heat, and yeah, and then come back at it again. So I picked this beat up fender, inner fender, up in another one, because the ones I had were too rough. I can fix those up. Here's one of the fenders, and over there are the other two parts. And I did some repairs, and then did some priming. Obviously we've got a bit more to do yet. Then I'm gonna start on the back of the cab, probably real quick. If not today, it'll be later today, or it'll be tomorrow. Anyhow, that's that for now. Stay tuned. So I had to refit this because, well, I screwed up a little bit. So now we're just gonna get ready and do a little color test. We're looking at this other color potentially. So I'm just gonna seal off the firewall, and we put the rad support just sat in place for now. Give ourselves an idea what this color looked like sitting on the frame. That's only had one coat on, not even. We'll decide if we're gonna stick with that color or this other one we're gonna test out. And then my next day's off, I've got to do some repair work on there. I just primed it for now to keep the moisture out. And yeah, I'll bring you back in a second.